Okay, so for video 1.5, I'm going completely old school with this one. Good old whiteboard. So to make a lesson plan, there are certain elements that you're going to want to include. Think about the length. I hope y'all can see this green. Like, how long is it going to take to complete this? The grade level, or maybe the age level, depends on your family. And then a title. I never really cared about titles for my lesson plans. The elements you want to include are the objectives. So what are they going to learn? I like to focus on 1 to 3. I keep my lesson plans really simple. Next, you'll list the materials that you need. So if they're reading, what book do they need? If they're crafting, what supplies are required? Next, you'll think about the structure. And this is just the steps in how you're going to teach the lesson. So what are you going to do first, second, third? And the great thing about lesson plans is if you save them, you can reuse them and you can adjust them as needed. You also want to include how you're going to close out the lesson and any handouts that might be required. So for those of you who love worksheets, I don't, you can put any worksheets or handouts that you're also going to include with the work. I usually put this in a separate box because over here is where I'm going to list the assignment. So after all this is said and done, what are they actually going to complete? The last thing is the assessment. How are you going to make sure that the objectives that you started with have been learned? And I like to add a reflection. I can't write down there. We'll see what I can do. Ooh. The reflection will also include any of my notes, like any adjustments I made while I was teaching, any adjustments I'd make if I were to teach the lesson again. If you want more information, more free resources, follow all of my social media pages and make sure you visit www.teacherj.com to check out my writing courses for youth ages 8 to 18 and the Parent Academy, where you'll be able to get your free downloads.